Hi, my name is Donna Hewett. I'm 61 years old. I've had 6 children and 14 grandchildren. I have 1 grandchild on the way. I have been married 42 years, which I'm very proud of. It was hard. I'm in the associate degree of the science of web design, and I hope to graduate in March of 2011. I had a fairly normal childhood. I was born in Kodiak Island, Alaska on June 13th, 1948. My parents met during World War II, got married, moved there, got divorced. Then my mother moved back to Florida to be near her mother so she could have help with my brother and I. I graduated from high school in 1966. Then I went to college in August of 1966 and started my adult life. I was married in 1967, had my first child in 1968, so needless to say, I couldn't manage college and school. And of course, my husband went back to school. He was in the Marine Corps, and when he got out, he decided that he needed a college education, so I worked as a grocery clerk while he did that. We had our second child when we moved to Tallahassee so that he could finish up his degree. He finished school. We moved to Lake Butler. Had, by then, 3 girls, and while we were in Lake Butler, I had my son. Then we moved to Vero Beach after that. We did a lot of moving, believe me. But then we spent 10 years in Vero Beach, and the last 5, I was homesick and hated every minute of it. But I did have another son and another daughter while there. If you're wondering what I did besides have children and take care of them, while I was in Vero Beach, was involved in PTA and Girl Scouts because my kids were beginning to be in school. And I was always at the church doing something. I went to school 1 quarter, but decided that was not going to work even then, because by then I had 5 children, and not long after that I had my 6th child. But I worked as an executive director of a social service agency while I was there. I've been a substitute teacher since then, and off and on I had a daycare for children because that was the easiest thing to do at the time. I got to stay home, take care of other people's kids, and still be with my children. During these years, I learned a lot. I had sung in a church all my life. I learned to conduct music. I learned to paint in oils. I figured out how to crochet, and I've always sewn, so I've sewn a lot of clothes over the years. I've done a lot of public speaking. My hobbies, I love to read. I love to be out of doors, and I'm an avid genealogist. So, in conclusion, I'm 61. I got very, very bored because I was used to an active life. I needed something that was stimulating. I had a website. It was terrible. It was just a terrible website, and I felt like I kind of got taken in that sense. But in the process, I began to learn more about websites, about website design, what looked good, what looked bad, that the programming had to be right, that you had to have good search engine optimization. And so when I was asked what I wanted to learn, guess what? I wanted to learn how to build a good website. And that's why I'm in school, partly because I'm bored, but also because I'm going to have a new career as a freelance web designer, and I hope to start that as soon as I get good enough. And I'm glad to have been able to tell you all this about myself. Thank you.